guys, it's late at night, we're packing for our trip, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm cleaning both of the boys' ears, using ear candles. If you haven't heard of them, you can get them at any health food store. This is what they look like. Okay, and they have a hole on one end, if you can see that. Okay. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is get a plate, paper plate. You can get a pie pan. You're going to want to make a hole in the middle. I used a paper plate and wrapped it in aluminum foil, which is typically what I do. Okay, and now I'm pushing it through the hole. You want it down just a little bit. You don't want to burn somebody. I would say about, what would you say? An inch to 2 inches is what you want to do. And now we are ready to get started. So here we go. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is first, before anything, you're going to want to put this in their ear canal. Don't shove it down in there. It just needs to be placed in their ear canal.
Kind of shoving it. You're really shoving it.
I'm sorry. It needs to kind of be down in there. Okay, position it to where it's in your hole.
I think you had it. I was just really shoved in there.
Okay. Alright, you don't have to hold it. Let go. Okay. But move your hand.
Why?
Because I'm going to hold it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now it's down in his ear. And now you want to light. I know it sounds scary, but this will not burn him as long as he stops and be still. And really, the smoke, the fire is creating smoke that goes down into the tube, and it's like a vacuum, and it turns it around, and it sucks back up, and your ear stuff, conditioner, shampoo, soap, ear wax, whatnot. Besides this, is the only other way I clean their ears is peroxide or baby oil. It's a great way to clean their ears, but this is, and they'll start hearing crackling, which is a good sign, meaning it's coming up, and they will feel like a heat, but not hot. So once it gets down, you see I have scissors, because once it gets down to a certain point, you're going to want to trim it, and just keep trimming it, and I'll show you as we go along. And see how it's flickering like that? That means he has quite a bit of earwax in there. So it's really working the steam and the smoke. And really what it is the smoke is what's pulling and loosening up all the earwax. And Jackson has such tiny eardrums, it's like super hard to clean his ears. I usually have to make him a doctor's appointment to clean his ears. And he's super itchy still. I wish he'd stay freaking still. It's mind over matter. Don't think about it. Think about how good your ears are going to feel. Here's some crackling. And I'm going to do Kynan's ears after this. But I'm giving you guys. And then you can or cannot, like, if you want to see what your ear is developing, and for little kids, you don't want to use a full stick. So here we go. We're going to trim it down just a little bit, and that's why you use the, so it doesn't burn them. It just will fall right on the plate, or you can, if you're good, you'll be able to balance it and then put it on there. We do need a glass of water, which is I forgot to get. So So go ahead and pause that. And go. God damn it. Bad time. Stop moving. Okay, so we got our big cup of water right here. Because what you're going to want to do is be able to extinguish that fire. And you can or cannot, I mean, you can, once you're done, you can throw everything away. But if you want to see what's in your ear, you can open it up. We're going to open up Jackson's ear. I'm always curious to see, because I don't clean his ears. They're super hard to clean. I mean, I do, but I don't. If anything, I'll make him a doctor's appointment, because this is... But jumping in a pool when you have waxy ears, not a good thing. Then you can take baby oil and get the rest of your ear, and, you know, it will not leave residue in your ear. This kid's going to be able to hear so good. Okay, trimming. Thank you. But getting in a pool or in water, I mean, it's miserable, because then you feel like the water got behind the wax and it can't drain. So yeah. Why are you moving?
Because I itch.
Okay, well, you don't itch. You don't itch. You don't itch. You're not even like halfway done. Normally what I would do is take these and put them out in the water, because they will continue to smoke. Until they're like completely out, obviously. Alright, thinking, a little trim. Okay, take it, loop it in your scissors, and dump it. It keeps it less smoky in your house. But when you do a little kid, like, I would say anybody 12, I would say 10 and under, you would only burn, so you're going to start off like normal, but I would only burn half. And not even half of what this is, but half of where I'm going to tell you, because about right here is when we're going to stop it. Okay? So, I would say about a half an inch to an inch from the plate, you're going to want to extinguish it. So, I would say 2 inches of it are kind of not used.
How much longer?
Oh, a bit, yeah. About 2 inches of it are not used. So, you take the rest of that and put it in half, and, you know, you only want to use one thing per, like a half of one per ear, because their ears are so small, and like their space between here and here, here and here is really super small. So it really does not take a lot of suction to pull up. But if your child has ear infections, chronic earaches, they got water, like they feel like they got water in their ear and they can't get it out, super waxy ears, this is a great thing to do. You can get it at any health food store, any, we got ours at Sprouts, and it's a, you know, you can get it at Natural Grocers, you can get it at Vitamin Cottage, you know, you can get them in quite a bit of places. I think I've even seen them at King Soopers, so, you know, you just ask somebody and they don't know what you're talking about, look around. Anybody in the health food store would know exactly. So we're going to do one ear, open it up, and show you guys. So if you have a weak stomach, I would not, and I repeat, not watch. Like, turn the video off. Just know that you can go ahead and throw
like
it
how
in
much
the trash.
longer? Like this much?
Like,
I thought that was it. I was like,
ow, 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 that was hot. If you were just,
What?
Just about that much.
Alright.
Oh, you're so impatient. I know you're itchy, but I'm sorry you're itchy.
How's that one hot?
The scissors got hot because I pulled a hot thing off and it fell on my lap.
I thought it was the other one.
That's Jackson for you. Completely impatient. Kindness been asking me to do this for, what, a couple months, a month? Now they clean their ears, but they clean not in their ear canals, because that's the worst. You don't do that. And nobody should use a Q-tip inside their ear. Unless you are like, you know what you're doing. I always found the best way to do it is, if anything, you know, get a bobby pin, you can get ear cleaners, you can get all kinds of different things. So we're getting really close to the end. I'm gonna go to about right here, you guys. Because he is getting fidgety. He's itchy from his rash, and he's being really super fidgety. So it's hard to hold the thing in his ear canal when he's doing that. And plus I got burned by the hot ass scissors that fell on my lap. I think one more trim. Yes, I'm picking up this hot thing and I'm putting it in there.
It's really making crazy noises.
Yeah. So you guys can see, like, you can use a big majority of it. Okay. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. So you want to stick the end in there, because I'm telling you guys, it gets, you can see how smoky it really got.
Oh.
And this is about what's left when you're done. Okay, so we're going to take a fresh plate, and I'm going to show you guys, and you don't have to do this, but if you're curious, see, I can already tell it's hard right there. Oh, it's still smoking. Okay. I'm actually going to take some smaller scissors. God dang it, Jackson! Fucking... Oh. Alright guys, sorry we had a malfunction. He spilled a whole cup of tea right down my purse. So I guess I'm taking a different purse on my trip. Alright, so really you can open it up. It just peels real super easy. Now, if you have a weak stomach, I would recommend not watching. Okay? Because sometimes it grosses me out. And he's been really digging at his ears. Like, Mommy, you gotta clean my ears.
Oh my god.
Okay. Alright guys, so if you have a weak stomach, I'm forewarning you now. Turn it off. And here is actually what is in your ear. Now, a lot of people want to say that this powdery substance is part of the candle. It is actually like your shampoo, conditioner, stuff that gets trapped. Look at this. And that was what was in his ear. Big old hard piece of clump. I mean, it cleans your ears. Look at all this that was in your ear that you cannot get from a Q-tip. I mean, you can't. This is a hard piece of gunk that would have never came out with a Q-tip. Okay, so that's ear 1. We're going to compare and see which ear was worse. Ear 1 or ear 2? Alright. Alright, here we go, guys. Ear number 2. So you can see what can get inside your ear. It's not really what's supposed to be in your ear. I mean, some wax is okay, but that amount of wax is not okay. And they'll be able to hear 100% better. He'll quit going, huh? 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 And kind of quit going, what? What? What?
Trying.
You just put medicine on her. You're still itchy. I'm going to try that other medicine on you. You're going to go take another shower after this. Okay? Get all that aquaphor off. And then... oh, will you hand me another plate? Open up plate number 2. We'll see which one is better and which kid is worse. Kid 1 or kid 2. Alright guys, we'll be back when we're opening this up. I'm sure you don't want to watch all these steps again. Rinse and repeat, basically. Alright, we'll see you when we open this sucker up. Alright. Alright guys. So, he's done with ear number 2. Now we're going to see which kid is worse. I kind of really didn't even want to touch it with my hand, but, you know. Which I'm not going to, because it's kind of creeping me out. I can already see it. You see it up here, the yellow. Okay, well maybe this one wasn't as bad as the other one. Let's see. Whoosh, never mind. It's just as bad. You even have fluid in your ear.
Just not good.
Or that's from, maybe from dipping it in the water, maybe? I don't know. Okay, let's see, how can I do this? Because this is bad. I mean, this one's worse. This one's worse by 100%. So what ear was that? Look at that.
Left.
Just plopped out, and it looks like a freaking beeswax. Like it's just one hard clump.
It looks like it came out like...
yeah.
Right?
So which one was worse? 1 or
Left.
2? Leave a comment. That's Jackson's ear. Okay? So, sorry my hand. So this is Jackson's ear. That's number 1, first ear, which was his right ear, and that is his left ear. If you see it, it's like, and that's hard as a rock. At least there's no black in it, and that's what I kind of was looking for. There's no blood in it. This one looks a little more like,
bloody?
This one looks a little more bloody, like, yeah, maybe at one point, maybe he might have had a little ear infection or something going on. So, 1 or 2. Okay, this don't look that bad, but it's kind of a big hunk and it's hard as a rock. So, that is Jackson's ear. Alright? Okay. Now we're going to move on to Kynan's ear.
Dun, dun, dun.